Got a 60 bel-air, bought in 2004, and then a 66 Chevy Nova. I bought it in 2004 in Daytona. It was an original, all original hubcap car, real good shape. And the guy showed up with it from South Carolina, and my dad said, "Hey, you got to come look at this car." So we ran down there and looked at it, and within about an hour, it was mine. We got it home, and George and Zane, my brothers, we put airbags on it, but left the original 6-cylinder in it and played around with it for about a year. And in the meantime, I was gathering 409 big block Chevy parts, because that's what I wanted to do, keep it kind of a nostalgia looking car. So after gathering the parts together, in the meantime, we sent it to get it stripped down, get it repainted, get the upholstery done. In the meantime, I was building the big block for it, the 409. When I bought the car, someone had redone the interior, but I got all the original patterns. You know, the companies make them like Cars Inc. So it's all the original headliner pattern, seat pattern, everything is original, carpet the way it came back in 1960. It's pretty much the stock chassis, but all the suspension, it's airbags, but it's got air ride on it. So it's air ride rear control arms, front A-arms, upper and lowers. And pretty much the car is front to back, nuts and bolts are all brand new. I like the Nova. I've been wanting a Nova for a while, but everybody will look at both cars and sometimes they're like, I like that bel-air better still. You know, some of the friends I got, but it's definitely got a lot of body lines, and they don't make cars with that kind of body lines and the chrome, the stainless. But it's an enjoyable driving car. Well, the Nova is my new toy. I just got it running. George and Zane, my brothers, my dad helped me get it running in November. So it's relatively a new car, all from front to back, other than the paintwork. But it's probably my favorite right now for driving because of the horsepower it's got, and just kind of toying around with it. Nova SS is a true SS V8 car with the VIN number. Bought it in San Antonio, Texas in 2017. Had been looking for a car that was in good shape, but didn't want to get something that was already built, because I wanted to build it like I wanted it. And I happened to come upon a guy that had two Novas, 166, 167. He had a lot of cars, and he had both for sale. The 67 was a nicer car, nicer paint, more money, but it was not a true SS car. And I grabbed the 66, and the rest has been history. I'm glad I did. This car, I drove it for about, it just had a crate 350 in it. Had suspension that had been upgraded when I bought it. It was an everyday driver car, ran great. And so the average person would say, well, why did you tear it down? Because the air conditioning worked, motor ran strong, but it had a little bit of an older technology suspension. They've got a lot more upgrades now. Zane and George, they said, let's go ahead and start tearing it down. And took the car, pulled the rear axle out of it, the rear suspension, and we wanted to put mini tubs so we could get a bigger tire. The problem with a lot of the Novas, or these period Novas, you can only get a small tire in it if you don't put mini tubs. So put mini tubs in it, and if you look in the trunk, you can't tell it's even been done because they look factory. We ended up with a 255/60 drag radial, Mickey Thompson drag radial in there, and that's what fits the car. It'll fit a 275. We kept all the interior completely stock other than the shifter in the console. So it's got an aftermarket shifter in it, but it looks stock, you know. This car was yellow and black interior. Still got the black interior, but it was yellow. And so that's the next thing for the car. We're getting all the bugs worked out of the suspension, motor, everything. Then the car will be taken back down and get repainted. Haven't decided what color yet. The theme is a hot rod that you can drive with cold air with a lot of horsepower. The way it's pulley, on the Pro Charger right now, we estimate it's got about 850 horsepower like it sits right now.